Episode 170. Wang Jiaxi was about to leave when someone suddenly entered the room. After Liu Fei's defeat, the next member of Team Tiny Herb was already on his way. Wang Jiaxi took one look and simply jumped back into the spectator seats, ready to watch this match. Wang Jiaxi sent a message to Wang Yifan. The newcomer was Qiao Yifan. He saw his captain standing dazed in the room and upon hearing the instruction, hurriedly entered the match. After exchanging a brief greeting with Tang Ru, the two squared off. Wang Jiaxi watched this match with only half his attention. Although Qiao Yifan was also a formal member of Team Tiny Herb, Wang Jiaxi's focus at this moment was more on Tang Ru, a rookie going toe-to-toe with a pro, and they're locked in a dead, even textbook battle. Wang Jiaxi was impressed, but he couldn't help feeling a pang of disappointment towards Qiao Yifan. This player is undoubtedly the weakest on Team Tiny Herb right now. Frankly, his skill level isn't even up to par for a championship team. Even if he went to the weakest team in the league, it's hard to say if he'd make the starting lineup. He's been on the team for so long now. Everyone else is improving, but this kid hasn't shown a shred of progress. He's always been the type to hesitate, to hold back. With such a lack of ambition, what future could he possibly have? While the captain doesn't have hiring or firing power, his recommendations carry significant weight when the club makes its decisions. Wang Jiaxi could no longer see any value in keeping Qiao Yifan on the team. He knew the kid was having a tough time on the team. Maybe if he weren't on a championship team, but in a mid-tier squad with less pressure, he'd actually improve more. The match dragged on for nearly 3 minutes with no end in sight. The next teammate from Tiny Herb was watching impatiently, but in the end, Qiao Yifan still managed to pull off the win. Though he was an overlooked minor character for the rookie Tang Ru, he was a formidable presence in his own right. Seeing the captain had watched his entire match from the sidelines, Qiao Yifan was filled with dread. He knew his performance must have been terrible, just in terms of time. No one else on the team takes a full 3 minutes to finish off their opponent like he does. Hurry up, Yifan. The teammate sent a message to hurry him up. Qiao Yifan was slow to leave, but quick to find Lord Grimm. After hurrying Qiao Yifan away, this teammate immediately and eagerly sought to challenge Tang Ru, eager to hurry back for his match against Lord Grimm. In Yeshu's room, Qiao Yifan entered in silence. Apart from Zhao Yingji's single, Go Yifan, he received no encouragement from any teammate. It seemed everyone had already decided he didn't belong, that he wasn't worthy of this team, and no longer considered him one of them. And Qiao Yifan was long used to it. He just took a deep breath and entered the match.
Oh, it's you.
Inside the competition arena, Yeshu greeted Qiao Yifan, who froze in place. It's you. That meant the other person recognized him. Since when had he become so noteworthy? And to have that kind of presence in the eyes of the great Ye Qiu, that's someone on par with our captain, maybe even more legendary.
Were you using an assassin on the team? Has anyone ever suggested you try a different class?
No.
Hey, what class did you play before?
That feels so distant now. What class did I play before joining Team Tiny Herb? Qiao Yifan suddenly couldn't remember. All he knew was that after he joined, the club handed him an account from a retired veteran. No one else was using it, so the club just tossed an assassin account his way. From that moment on, Qiao Yifan remained an assassin. He never got to play in a single match. Aside from Zhao Yingji, no teammate ever sought him out for practice. The custom equipment developed by the tech department, they were never meant for an assassin, and he truly became one, isolated and alone.
The assassin class can't bring out your full potential.
The word potential felt alien to Qiao Yifan.
Try the Ghost Blade. Focus on supporting your teammates, specializing in the Ghost Array path. The Array Ghost.
The Ghost Blade is one of the 4 swordsman classes, a warrior who can harness the power of ghosts and gods. Based on their skill choices and combinations, Ghost Blades are divided into two main schools. The first is the Ghost Blade, who strengthens offensive skills, forsaking some ghost arrays to ultimately maximize damage, commonly known as the Slashing Ghost. The other path is to master a wide array of ghost arrays, unleashing powerful barriers to bolster both the caster and their nearby allies. This branch is known as the Ghost Subduer style. With limited skill points, it's impossible to max out every skill. You have to make choices. The Ghost Blade is a more extreme example of this choice, ultimately giving rise to two completely distinct playstyles. Of course, some players take a middle path, opting for a skill build that tries to do a bit of both. This is extremely common among casual players. But in the pro scene, players always strive to maximize their effectiveness. Among professional Ghost Blades, you're either a Slashing Ghost or a Formation Ghost. It's rare to see someone trying to master both styles at once. The Slashing Ghost is more straightforward, a balanced choice that can hold its own with both offense and defense. The Ghost Blade, however, has equally pronounced strengths and weaknesses. While its high-level ghost arrays can dramatically enhance the swordsman's combat prowess. But the limitation of the ghost array's barrier means that outside its range, a Ghost Blade is basically useless. This weakness isn't as glaring when fighting NPCs, but in the arena, it becomes a real liability. Your opponent can simply choose not to enter your ghost array, waiting for it to fade. Ranged classes can even attack you from outside its boundaries. In a one-on-one PK, a Ghost Blade clearly requires far more skill and tactical awareness. In fact, many casual players even believe that Ghost Blades are useless in one-on-one duels. That's why, to this day, the Slashing Ghost remains the mainstream choice among Ghost Blade players. Most players opt for the Slashing Ghost path. However, due to their complex mechanics and restrictive barrier limitations, Ghost Blade enchanters are becoming increasingly rare among the player base. However, in elite teams, a Phantom Swordsman usually has a place, though the effects of two Phantom Swordsman's ghost arrays cannot stack. That's why one or two are usually enough. Even Team Tiny Herb, the championship squad, has a Phantom Demon on their roster. Zhou Yebo's Ghost Blade account Zhengzi is a Phantom Demon. He's made appearances in official matches, providing the team with some tactical variation and options. A Phantom Demon, Qiao Yifan murmured to himself. Perhaps it had been too long since anyone had given him specific guidance, so hearing a single piece of advice now, Qiao Yifan accepted it without a second thought. After all, the one giving him advice was Ye Qiu, the living textbook of glory. Even their captain Wang Jiexi knew his own seniority couldn't compare to Ye Qiu's.
That's right. Your macro, game sense is excellent. Your teamwork awareness is strong. You're a perfect fit for the Phantom Demon class.
But Qiao Yifan stammered twice, yet said nothing more. He had so much he wanted to say. He didn't even know where to begin. Change classes. A nobody like him doesn't have that kind of right. Even if he switched to a Phantom Swordsman, they already had Zhou Yebo. How could they possibly hand that role over to him? Building one from scratch for him? That's even more out of the question. The pro-level assassin accounts he had access to were already being sidelined by the club. Getting them to build him a new Phantom Demon was completely out of the question. More importantly, his position within the club was becoming increasingly awkward. His contract expires at the end of this season. Given his current, almost negligible standing in the club, he doesn't believe they'll offer him a renewal. Since entering the pro scene, he'd always been a nobody. His only claim to fame was the title of champion team member. This might pique the interest of a few smaller clubs, but switching to a new class at this stage, with less than half a year left, can he really impress anyone in the training camp by then? Without a pro contract, switching to a more suitable class is pointless. In the end, Qiao Yifan could only let out a sigh. The two of them still hadn't made a move. The spectators couldn't hear their voice chat and had no idea what the two of them were up to. No one was going to go easy on Qiao Yifan. The screen instantly flooded with messages, all urging him on. Qiao Yifan didn't dare delay, yet he saw Lord Grimm show no intention of making a move.
With no other choice, he called out, "Senior, I'm starting."
With that, Qiao Yifan immediately launched his attack on Ye Qiu. Dealing with Qiao Yifan was naturally no trouble at all. It wouldn't take a moment. He had already defeated Qiao Yifan. Sure enough, in terms of time, Qiao Yifan lost the fastest, just like he had won the slowest against Tang Ru. Show some courage. As Qiao Yifan left the stage, he heard Ye Xiu's final words to him, spoken from across the arena.